Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star, and I am here with a podcast, you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Someone asked in the comment section if I would do a live stream. Y'all, it's so ironic that you asked that because I've been thinking about doing one. I'm thinking about doing one this week, either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on if God says the same. Okay, y'all, I have to make sure that, well, first and foremost, that we have our light bill up to date so that I can go live. I probably could do live, like a live stream in a public space, but y'all already know I'm shy as is, and I'm trying to, dip my feet in the idea of doing a live stream every week with you guys. I've been trying to get this together for years, like literally years, okay? So we gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again this week for y'all, okay? But anywho, let's get into the message. In this dream, I had decided to get an office space. So I find this office building. It's a cute little office building. And while it is in a shopping center, it looks like kind of like a little house. Um, Anyways, I get my office space. I start going around the office building trying to make friends with the other people who own businesses in that area. However, it doesn't work out well. Um, as the day goes on, I go back and I'm decorating my office, putting pink everywhere, like just getting it all set up. And as the day progresses, the other people move out of the office building, and I end up having the office building to myself. The scripture comes from 2 Kings 17 and 13. And though the Lord warned Israel and Judah by every prophet and seer, give up your evil ways and keep my commandments and statutes in accordance with the entire law, which I enjoined on your fathers and which I sent you by my servants the prophets. They did not listen, but were stiff necked as their fathers, who had not believed in the Lord their God. They rejected his statutes, the covenant which he had made with their fathers, and the warnings which he had given them. The vanity they pursued, they themselves became. They followed the surrounding nations whom the Lord had commanded them not to imitate. They disregarded all the commandments of the Lord their God and made for themselves two molten calves. They also made a sacred pole and worshiped all the hosts of heaven and served Baal. They immolated their sons and daughters by fire, practiced fortune telling and divination, and sold themselves into evil doing in the Lord's sight, provoking him, till in his great anger against Israel, the Lord put them away out of his sight. Only the tribe of Judah was left. All right, y'all. So here's the message. Okay, in this dream I was obtaining an office so that I could, like, literally, this is something that an idea that I have actually been, how do you say it, like, I have been really thinking really hard about this. I have been entertaining the idea of getting an office. um And it would just be a space where I would literally record whole products and, just like literally to handle the business aspects of my life. And it will also help me to be able to focus while I am working, because sometimes it is very hard. I'm easily distracted, and I'm shy and I get nervous, and I kind of want to control what is going on while I am recording. And I just feel like it would be a lot easier for myself and everybody else if I had an office space. And I just feel like once I got to the office space, it was kind of like I am, I'm doing something different. While other people may have things going on where they need their office space so that they can sell products. Maybe they had stores, or they have like a shop where they do hair or makeup, or maybe they had like an office space so that they could do things like taxes or something like that. Like they have businesses are that have been, in industries that have been thriving for years. Whereas what I am doing is something that is different. It is new to just the world in general. And, it's kind of like it's something different, okay? And it could be looked at as in like how like why do you need an office for this? Why do you really need space for this? But and it's hard for me to explain. A lot of times when people ask me in person what I do, I don't like responding to it because it's such an awkward conversation unless it's someone that is hip to it, understands, or they know. But a lot of times when people have a corporate job, it's kind of weird for them to speak to someone that not only I'm self-employed, but just what I do in general. It's hard for me to explain it, let alone hard for me to explain it to someone that may not exactly get it or understand what I do. Okay. And then on top of that, I have other things that I do as well, and it's just going down a long list of stuff. And I really just kind of keep it private, which is very ironic because when I first started my business years ago, when I started my makeup line, I was so excited. I wanted to tell the world. I wanted to let everybody know what I was doing and how I did it and all of that. But as I have talked to you guys about my past and how when I was in cosmetology school and I started letting people know about my Instagram and about my business and about all of the things I had going on, it caused a lot of problems for me. I already talked to you guys about how they tried to kidnap me. My car got stole. Like I just had to deal with the worst. Like it was a lot, and it kind of caused me to be like it's not even. I think it's beyond humble at this point. Beyond humble at this point. It's like to the point to where I don't even really mention it. I just I just don't. But, I do understand that everybody is not like that. And a lot of people are very open to it. A lot of people are very supportive and love what I do. But, yeah. Anywho, I just feel like what God is saying is sometimes when you are called to do something, when God is asking you to do something, it can feel scary, it can feel nerve-wracking, but whatever God has called you to do, you should go forth and you should do it. And you shouldn't be scared about how other people are going to react to it. And in this dream, the way that the other people reacted to what I was doing, I could have gotten, nervous about it. I could have said, okay, well, I'm going to leave, or this isn't my kind of crowd, or they don't seem like they like me. And I could have gotten, and just left. But instead of doing that, I was like, okay, it is what it is. I tried to be friends. I tried to make good with y'all. And, y'all feel how y'all feel, and that's fine. And I went back to my office and continued getting it together. And before the end of the day, I had the entire building to myself. And I just feel like God is saying for somebody, there is a blessing in you doing that. Like whatever it is God is asking you to do, you're nervous to do it, you're scared about doing it, you feel whatever kind of way you feel about it, God is saying that there is a blessing in you doing that. You might end up opening your mouth to someone who is going to like help you to propel, like I hear propel you forward. Like they're going to push you forward. They're going to help you to do more than what you thought you were going to be able to do. And I just hear guys saying like you are expecting you are only expecting to receive a small amount. Like, let's say you are actually trying to get an office space and you're expecting just to have a little small space, and you feel like that small space would do you justice. And God is saying that He has planned for you to own the entire building. Okay. I'm thinking about in a one of Nikki's songs. She says, "I went I planned on going to party and ended up owning the building." Like it's gonna be that kind of vibe where you thought that you were just doing something small, and God is like, no, no, no. You getting more than that. You're going to receive greater than what you thought. And God is saying, stop being scared. It's what I feel like with the scripture for somebody. You have been told by a prophet that something good is going to happen, that some kind of blessing is going to come out of something that God has asked you to do. And you are scared to do it, and you may be scared to do it because of something someone else said. And this, whoever this other person is, they are it is a false prophecy that they have given you. They told you that something would not work out well for you. They told you you would not be able to do something. They told you you couldn't accomplish this thing. They told you that they told you, how dare you do that? What makes you think? Just like how I said when I started talking about the office space, it's kind of like while I was trying to get to know the other people there, they were like, well, what do you need office space for? And that doesn't even make sense. That's weird. It's strange. It's odd. But in reality, God said, do what He told you to. Whatever it is that He told you to do, you need to do what He told you to do, exactly how He told you to do it. And understand that you are receiving, there is something bigger in that thing. Whatever it is something bigger to it. It's not just about what you think it is. It's like what you think. You're thinking of something small that you're trying to accomplish, and in reality you might be telling yourself, well, why do I need that space? What do I need to do this for? And God is saying, if you don't stop playing and go ahead and do as He asked you to, like, you will be holding yourself back from receiving a blessing. And sometimes it can be nerve-wracking, especially situations like this. You may not want to deal with whatever kind of awkward conversation you're trying to avoid. I feel like that awkward conversation that you're trying to avoid is the exact conversation you need to have, because it is going to propel you forward. Just like that conversation was awkward. I was walking around trying to make friends with people who do not understand me, with people who may have had other ideologies than me, with people who may have different backgrounds and have different religions. But I still was bold enough to go around, introduce myself to everybody, try to make friends with whomever I could. And although it was very hurtful when they decided to pack up their things and leave, I received the blessing in the end because I had the whole building to myself. And I had the knowing at the end of that dream that that building belonged to me now. Okay. So God is saying there is a blessing in this thing that He has asked you to do. Okay. That is the message. Stop listening to people who are trying to tell you what you can and cannot do. They are falsely prophesying upon you. And I cast every false prophecy to the pits of hell where it came from. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces. Thank you to everybody who donates. I truly appreciate it. It does help tremendously. If you want to do so, you can use my Cash App, or you can use my website link. I am editing my website right now. A few people were asking about my life coaching. I am getting that together for you guys. Currently working on that. As soon as it's up, I'll let you guys know. And for anybody that would like to get me and my husband something for our wedding, our registry is down below. Just use the Amazon link. And yeah, today we actually just made 6 months, our 6 month anniversary since we've been married. Okay, and it's not really that long. It's not a long time, but you know, it's something. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.